Hello everybody. Today I would like to tell you about a short conversation between two people, the man and the woman. Number one, the woman said to the man they had planned to the meeting for that afternoon. However, when Mrs. Johnson has arrived the night before, they had postponed. The man wanted to know if Miss Johnson would be there the following day. The woman commented, Mr. Johnson had come that evening to set they should reschedule the meeting for the week after. Number two, the man said to the woman, his secretary had made a reservation for him for the 16th of January. The man wanted to know how many days. The woman answered, for 6. However, if his wife came, he would stay until 26th. Number 3, the man wanted to know what the delay was. He says the woman commented he would be there for another 30 minutes at least. The police weren't letting any through until 6. Number 4, the woman said to the man he had been going to take Friday off and not came back until Tuesday. The man commented a 4-day weekend. Pretty good. The woman answered she had been told to be free first thing Monday morning. Number 5, the woman wanted to know what were the last train to Oscar. The man disagreed with her and he said there were 2 more after this. After that, they left every 30 minutes. The woman through 8:30 had been too early for the last train. Number 6, the man said to the woman the meeting Friday morning would be over by noon, so he would be home the following day. The woman commented they were having company Sunday, so she hoped he would be there. The man replied to her we would be home before then. Number 7, the woman told she would be gone until the week after next. The man supposed she would be back too late to have them. The woman agreed with him and she told her lawyer was coming in that afternoon. Number 8, the man complained to the woman it was really hot that day. The woman commented according to the records. The last time it had been that hot had been really. The man was surprised by coincidence here, and he commented that had been his wedding anniversary. Number 8, woman A said to the woman B, their Australian plan wouldn't be ready until June. The woman B disagreed with the woman A. The woman B complained they had to be present in January. The woman A disagreed with the woman B, and the woman A says they need this 6 more months. Number 10, the man said to the woman, Radco has started buying their stock the yearly before. The woman wanted to know how many shares they have then. The man replied to her, in October they had bought 15,000 and they must have over 6% then. And at that rate, 8% by January time. Number 1. The woman said to the man she was really tired that day, and they hadn't got back from their trip until late then the night before. The man agreed with her. He says she just had spent a week skiing in the mountain, and he wanted to know the woman's opinion of it. The woman replied to him, "It has been fantastic." She says she couldn't remember the last time and she had had so much fun. And she wanted to know if he wasn't planning to take a vacation soon. The man agreed with her. He says he had to wait until the return from his business trip to Hong Kong, and he were planning to rent a house at the beach before the first week of August. Number 2. The man said to the woman they needed to plan the following meeting. It was rescheduled to start at 8:30, and he thought they would have to have a financial report first. The woman was happy about that. She said Sherry should speak second because Sherry was going to introduce the New Year's project. The man agreed with her, and he thought it would be time for the coffee break, and he suggested putting Tom's presentation after the coffee break. That should take to lunch. The woman agreed with him, and she said after lunch they could go over the quarterly report and organize the plan committee. She says they could manage to cover everything before the end of the day. Number 3. The woman was sorry about the man. About the fact that she didn't see his name everywhere on their reservation list. The man replied to her that he has gone to make that reservation for weeks before, and he says he has reserved a single room for an entire week, and he gave her his reservation number. The woman explained they just didn't seem to have a record of it there. However, she could do that. She would give him a double room for 2 nights and charge him for a single. Then on the Wednesday, he could move into a single room for the rest of the week, and she would give him a voucher goods for 3 dinners in their restaurant. The man agreed with her. He thought that would work out, and he thanked her for the meal ticket. Number 4. The man said hello to the woman. He said therefore, would be leaving in just 5 minutes for the Natural History Museum. The woman was happy to hear that. She hoped they could spend a morning there. The man replied to her, actually, they would have to leave there by 11. After that, if it didn't rain, they would have a walking tour of some of the nearby monuments before arriving at their restaurant for lunch at 12. Then it was off the art museum for the afternoon. The woman was rather that, and she hoped they didn't have to walk too far, and she thought she would have to wait until the day after to get to the shopping district. Number 5. The woman said to the man she had tired to call him the following night, but he hadn't been home. She wanted to know where you had been. The man replied to her, he had gone to the movie with some friends after work. He says he had told her to call him that morning because he had been out all day the day after. The woman was sorry the fact that she had forgotten. She wanted to know if the man was still interested in seeing the play. She wanted to buy the tickets that day. She could get them for Friday or Saturday night or Sunday afternoon. The man said he'd rather go in the afternoon than at night, so he saw if she could get them for Sunday.
Hello everybody. Today I would like to tell you about a conversation between two people. Number 1. The man said to the woman they had planned the meeting for that afternoon. However, when Mr. Johnson hadn't arrived the night before, they had postponed. The man wanted to know if Miss Johnson would be there the following day. The woman commented Miss Johnson had called that evening to say they should reschedule the meeting for the week after. Number 2. The man said to the woman his secretary has made a reservation for him for the 16th of January. The woman wanted to know how many days. The man answered for 6. However, if his wife came, he would stay until the 26th. Number 3. The man wanted to know what the delay was, and he said he has been waiting for an hour. The woman commented he would be there for another 30 minutes at least. The police weren't letting any thought until 6. The man answered he sure had stayed at the office. Number 4. The woman said to the man he has been going to take Friday off and not came back until Tuesday. The man commented a 4-day weekend pretty good. The woman answered she has been to be there first thing Monday morning. Number 5. The woman wanted to know that were the restaurant to Oscar. The man disagreed with her, and he said there were two more after it. They left every 30 minutes. The woman thought 8:30 has been too early for the restaurant. Number 6. The man said to the woman the meeting Friday morning would be over by noon, so he would be home the following day. The woman commented they were having company Sunday, so he hoped he would be there. The man replied to her he would be home before then. Number 7. The woman told she would be gone until the week after that. The man supposed she would be back too late to help them. The woman agreed with him, and she told Laura were coming in that afternoon. Number 8. The man complained to the woman it was really hot that day. The woman commented according to the record. The last time it has been that hot has been 30 70. The man was surprised by coincidence, and he commented that has been his 8th wedding anniversary. Number 9. Number 9. The woman A said to the woman B, their Australian plan would be ready until June. The woman B disagreed with the woman A. The woman B complained they had to be operated in January. The woman A disagreed with the woman B, and the woman A said they needed 6 more months. Number 10. The man said to the woman, restaurant has started buying their stock the July before. The woman wanted to know how many shares they held then. The man replied to her, in October they had bought 15,000 and there must have over 6% then, and at that rate 8% by January. Number 1. The woman said to the man she was really tired that day. They hadn't got back from their trip until late the night before. The man agreed with her. He says she just had spent a week skiing in the mountain, and he wanted to know the woman's opinion of it. The woman replied to him, it had been fantastic. She says she couldn't remember the last time, and she has had so much fun, and she wanted to know if he wasn't planning to take a vacation soon. The man agreed with her. He said he'd better wait until he returned from his business trip to Hong Kong. He was planning to rent a house at the beach before the first week of August. Number 2. The man said to the woman they needed to plan the following meeting. It was scheduled to start at 8:30, and he thought they would be to have the financial report first. The woman was happy about that. She said Sherry should speak second because Sherry was going to introduce the new job project. The man agreed with her, and he thought it would be time for a coffee break. He suggested putting Tom's presentation after the coffee break. That should be tied to lunch. The woman agreed with him. She said after lunch they could go over the quarterly report and organize the planning the committees. He thought they could manage to cover everything before the end of the day. Number 3. The woman was sorry the man about the fact that she didn't see his name anywhere to their reservation list. The man replied to her that he had called to make that reservation 4 weeks before. He said he has reserved a single room for an entry week, and he gave her his reservation number. The woman explained that just didn't seem to have record or fit there, but she couldn't do that. She would give him a double room for 2 nights and just change him for a single. Then on Wednesday, he could move into a single room for the rest of the week, and she would give him a voucher of goods for the dinner in their restaurant. The man agreed with her. He thought that would work out, and he thanked her for the meal tickets. Number 4. The man said hello to the woman. He said their bus would be leaving in just 5 minutes for the Natural History Museum. The woman was happy to hear that. She hoped they could spend all morning there. The man replied to her. Actually, they would have to leave there by 11 o'clock. After that, if it didn't rain, they would have a walking tour of some nearby mountain before arriving at their restaurant for lunch at 12. When it's worth of the art museum for the afternoon, the woman was surprised by that. I hope they didn't have to walk too far, and she thought she would have to wait until after day to get to the shopping district. Number 5. The woman said to the man she had tried to call him to the following night, but she had been home. She wanted to know where he had been. The man replied to her, has gone to the movie with some friend at work. He said he had told to call him that morning because he had been out there the day after. The woman was sorry for the fact that had forgotten. She wanted to know if the man still interested in seeing the place. She wanted to buy the tickets that day. She couldn't get them for Friday or Saturday night or Sunday afternoon. The man said he has rather go in the afternoon than at night, so he saw if she could get them for Sunday.
Hello everyone. Today I would like to give you 15 short conversation between 2 people. The short conversation number 1. The woman said to the man they had to plan the meeting for that afternoon. However, when Miss Johnson
Yes,
hadn't
I will.
arrived the night before. They had postponed. The man wanted to know if Miss Johnson would be there the following day. The woman commanded. Miss Johnson had called that evening to say they should reschedule the meetings for the week after. The short conversation number 2. The man said to the woman, his secretary has made a reservation for him for the 16th of January. The woman wanted to know how many days. The man answered, for 6, however, if his wife came, he would stay until the 26th. The short conversation number 3. The man wanted to know what the delay was, and he says he has been waiting for an hour. The woman commented he would be there for another 30 minutes at least. The police weren't letting anyone talk until 6. The man answered he should best stay at the office. The short conversation number 4. The woman said to the man she has been going to take Friday off and not come back until Tuesday. The man commented a 4-day weekend, pretty good. The woman answered she has been told to there first thing Monday morning. The short conversation number 5. The woman wanted to know what was the last chance to Osaka. The man disagreed with her and he says there was 2 more after that. They left every 30 minutes. The woman thought 8:30 has been too early for the last chance. The short conversation number 6. The man said to the woman the meeting Friday's morning would be over by noon, so she would be home the following day. The woman commented they were having company Sunday, so she hoped he would be there. The man replied to her he would be home before then. The short conversation number 7. The woman told she would be gone until the week after next. The man supposed she would be back too late to have them. The woman agreed with him and she told her lawyer was coming in that afternoon. The short conversation number 8. The man complained to the woman that it was really hot that day. The woman commented, according to the records, the last time it has been that hot has been July 18, 1970. The man was surprised by that, considering, and she had commented that has been his wedding anniversary. The short conversation number 9. The woman A said to the woman B that Australia's plan wouldn't be ready until June. The woman B disagreed with the woman A. The woman B complained they had to be operation in January. Woman A disagreed with the woman B, and the woman A says they needed 6 more months. The short conversation number 10. The man said to the woman, Glasgow had started buying their stock the July before. The woman wanted to know how many shares they held then. The man replied to her, in October they had bought 15,000 and they must have all the 6% then. And that's great, 8% by January. The short conversation number 1. The woman said to the man she was really tired that day. They hadn't got the best from their trip until late at night before. The man agreed with her. He said she had spent a week skiing the mountain and she wanted to know the woman's opinion of it. The woman replied to him, it had been fantastic. She says she couldn't remember the last time she had such so much fun. And she wanted to know if he wasn't planning to take the vacation soon. The man agreed with her. He said he had to wait until he returned from his business trip to Hong Kong. He was planning to rent a house at the beach before the first week of August. The short conversation number 2. The man said to the woman they needed to plan the following meeting. It was rescheduled to start at 8:30, and he thought they would have to have the financial reports first. The woman was happy about that. She said Sherry would speak seconds before Sherry was going to introduce the New York project. The man agreed with her, and he thought it would be time for a coffee break. He suggested putting Tom's presentation after the coffee break. That should take to lunch. The woman agreed with him. She said after lunch they could go over the quality report and organize a planning committee. He thought they could manage to cover everything before the end of the day. The short conversation number 3. The woman was sorry the man about the fact that she didn't see his name anywhere on their reservation list. The man replied to her that he had called to make that reservation 4 weeks before. He says he has reserved a single room for an entire week, and he gave her this reservation number. The woman explained they just didn't seem to have a record of it there, but she could do that. She would give him a double room for 2 nights and just charge him for a single. Then on Wednesday, he could move into a single room for the rest of the week, and she would give him a voucher good for 3 dinners in their restaurant. The man agreed with her. He thought that would work out, and she thanked her for the meal tickets. Conversation number 4. The man said hello to the woman. He says they both would be leaving in just 5 minutes for the General History Museum. The woman was happy to hear that. He hoped they could spend all morning there. The man replied to her, actually, they would have to leave there by 11. After that, if it didn't rain, they would have to walk tour for some of the nearby museum before arriving at their restaurant for lunch at 12. Then it was off to the Art Museum for the afternoon. The woman was surprised by that. She hoped they didn't have to walk too far, and she thought she would have to wait until the day after to get to the shopping district. Short conversation number 5. The woman said to the man she had tried to call him the following night, but he hadn't been home. She wanted to know where he had been. The man replied to her he had gone to the movie with some friends after work. He said he had told her to call him that morning because he had to know he has been out all day the day after. The woman was sorry the fact that she had forgotten. She wanted to know if the man was still interested in seeing the play. She wanted to buy the tickets that day. She could get them for Friday or Saturday night or Sunday afternoon. The man said he had rather go in the afternoon than at night, so she saw if she could get them for Sunday. Thanks for your listening.
Rồi vô đi, em móc rồi đó.
Cậu cũng đứng được không gì đâu.
Hello everyone. Today I want to give you a short conversation between two people, the woman and the man. Conversation 1. The woman said to the man he had planned the meeting for that afternoon. However, when Mrs. Johnson hadn't arrived the night before, he had postponed. The man wanted to know if Mrs. Johnson would be there the following day. The woman commented Mrs. Johnson had called that evening to say they should reschedule the meeting for the week after. Conversation 2. The man said to the woman his secretary had made reservation for him for the 16th of January. The woman wanted to know how many days. The man answered for 6. However, if his wife came, he would stay until the 26th. Conversation 3. The man wanted to know what his delay was, and he said he had been waiting for an hour. The woman commented he would be there for another 30 minutes at least. The police weren't letting anyone through until 6. The man answered he should have stayed at the office. Conversation 4. The woman said to the man he had been going to take Friday off and not came back until Tuesday. The man commented, a 4-day weekend, pretty good. The woman answered she had been told to be there first thing Monday morning. Conversation 5. The woman wanted to know that was the last train to ask her. The man disagreed with her and he said there was 2 more after this. They left every 30 minutes. The woman thought 8:30 had been too early for the last train. Conversation 6. The man said to the woman the meeting Friday morning would be over by noon, so he would be home the following day. The woman commented they would having company Sunday, so she hoped he would be there. The man replied to her he would be home up before then. Conversation 7. The woman told she would be gone until the week after next. The man supposed she would be back too late to have them. The woman agreed with him, and she told her lawyer was coming in that afternoon. Conversation 8. The man complained to the woman it was really hot that day. The woman commented, according to the record, the last time it had been that hot had been July 1970. The man was surprised by coincidence and he commented that had been his wedding anniversary. Conversation 9. The woman A said to the woman B, their Australian plant wouldn't be ready until June. The woman B disagreed the woman A. The woman B complained they had to operational in January. The woman A disagreed with the woman B, and the woman A said they needed 6 more months. Conversation 10. The man said to the woman, Petro has started buying the stock the line before. The woman wanted to know how many shares they had then. The man replied to her, in October they had bought 15 and they must have over 6% then, and as rate 8% at January time. Conversation 1. The woman said to the man she was really tired that day. They hadn't got back from their trip until late the night before. The man agreed with her. He said she just had been spent a week skiing in the mountains, and he wanted to know the woman's opinion of it. The woman replied to him, "It had been fantastic." She said she couldn't remember the last time, and she had so much fun, and she wanted to know if he wasn't planning to take a vacation soon. The man agreed with her. He said he had to wait until he returned from his business trip to Hong Kong. He was planning to rent a house at the beach before the first week of August. Conversation 2. The man said to the woman they needed to plan the following meeting. It was rescheduled to start at 8:30, and he thought they would have to have the financial report first. The woman was happy about that. She said, "Shall should speak second," because Sherry was going to introduce the New York project. The man agreed with her, and he thought it would be time for a coffee break. He suggested putting Tom's presentation after the coffee break. That should take to lunch. The woman agreed with him. She said after lunch they could go over the quarterly report and organize the planning committee. He thought they could manage to cover everything before the end of the day. Conversation 3. The woman was telling the man about the fact that she didn't see his name anywhere on their reservation list. The man replied to her that he called to make that reservation 4 weeks before. He said he had reservation a single room for an entire week, and he gave her his reservation number. The woman explained they would just didn't seem to have a record of it there, but he could do that. She would give him a double room for 2 nights and just charge him for the single. Then on Wednesday they could move into the single day for the rest of the week, and she would give him a voucher good for 3 dinners in the restaurant. The man agreed with her, and he thought that would work out, and he thanked her for the meal tickets. Conversation 4. The man said hello to the woman. He said their bus would be leaving in just 5 minutes for the Natural History Museum. The woman was happy to hear that. She hoped they could spend all morning there. The man replied to her, "Actually, They would have to leave there by 11 after that if it didn't rain. They would have a cooking tour of some of the near monuments before arriving at the restaurant for lunch at 12. Then it was to the art museum for the afternoon. The woman was surprised by that. I hope they didn't have to work too far, and she thought she would have to wait until the day after to get to shopping district. Conversation 5. The woman said to the man she had tried to call him the following night, but he hadn't been home. She wanted to know where he had been. The man replied to her he had gone to the movies with some friends after work. He said he had told her to call him that morning because he'd been out all the day after. The woman was sorry about that. She had forgotten. She wanted to know if the man was still interested in seeing the play. She wanted to buy the tickets that day. She could get them for Friday or Saturday night or Sunday afternoon. The man says he rather go in the afternoon than at night. So he saw if she could get them for Sunday.